Hi everybody, this is the tutorial for Rather Be Alone. My name's Billy from Piano and Pies. Let's get stuck straight in. This song is in a half-step down tuning, which means if you're in standard tuning, you would need to drop every string down half a step, meaning that your E would be an E flat, A would be an A flat, D would be a D flat, G to a G flat, B to a B flat, and E to an E flat. However, as you're likely in standard tuning, I'm going to play this in standard tuning. But yes, to play along with the track, half step down. So we have a very interesting set of chords for this song, and what we're going to do is build up a power chord shape using your pointy finger on fret 7 of the A string, and then 9, 9 on the D and G strings. And what we're going to do is play all 6 strings from there. So it's going to have a 0, 0 and 0 on the B and E strings and the low E string. That's your first shape. I'll talk about strumming and structure in a moment, but let's get through the chord shapes. After that first chord, the second chord is the exact same thing, but move your pointy finger down a fret. That's quite a big stretch. We then take the same power chord shape onto the A string 3, D string 5, G string 5, and we'll play everything except your E string here. That's technically what we call a C major 7 chord. The next chord, because there's only a few more chords, we take the power chord shape, move it all up a string, so we have 3 on the E string, 5, 5 on the A and D, but we're also going to put your middle finger on fret 4 of the G, and we'll play all 6 strings. So through, I believe, every single chord, we've got these open strings at the bottom. That is a G6 chord. We take the exact same shape and move it down to fret 1, so everything just slides along. So 1, 3, 3, 2, and then 0, 0. You get this really, really interesting sounding chord, which then finally resolves to what we call an E major chord, and I would recommend going from there to there. Most people play E major like that. I'd recommend just moving those fingers down, which is an open E, 2, 2 on the A and D, the 1 on the G, and then open strings afterwards. So we have 6 different chords to get through this full song, because basically just everything starts to repeat after the start of the song. And it's worth mentioning, before I show you the strumming pattern, if you're interested in getting the chord chart for this, so you can follow the full structure, as well as the chords and lyrics matched up on a separate sheet, then head on over to Patreon. I've got you covered. For the price of a coffee, you get everything that I've just mentioned, as well as, at this point, I think over 500 other songs of all the latest releases. In fact, there's a couple of songs by Halle as well that I've wrote out. So feel free to check out that link, which is in the description. Now, at the start of the song, when we have that first chord, which was this one here, what we're going to do is we're counting in groups of 6s like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we're constantly strumming, which slowly is down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up. And I'm stressing that first down. And for the first E chord, we'll play it through just twice around that pattern. 1, 2. Then we go to the second chord. 1, 2. And then double it for the next chord. 1, 2, 3, 4. So just to go over that part again. We then go to the G shape and play that twice round. Same with the F. And then double it up for the E chord. So now I'll show you the second half without me talking over the top of it. And now I'll demonstrate the full chord progression once round, again, without me talking, so you can see how this all fits together. Now usually at this point I would talk about the strumming and the structure for the rest of the song, but the kicker is if you just keep playing those chords over and over and over for a good 2-3 minutes, you've got yourself the full song. So yeah, if you do want those extra sheets, they are over on Patreon, and yeah, that can help you especially figure out where you are in the song. Let's say you're working with a singer, or you are wanting to sing and play along and you need to know which chord goes with which lyric. I've got you covered. Like I said, for the price of a coffee, you get this and well over 500 other songs of the latest releases. However, I also want to say thanks to the people on the screen who are my active patrons. So the moment this video goes live, they'll get access to that content straight away. So thanks to them for their support, thanks to you for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video.